Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are doing well at home. And today I am welcoming you all to this Standard 6 SST class. And today I am going to teach you Part 3 Civics. Kindly, all of you open Chapter 3 Civics, Chapter 3, and page number 171. Okay. The chapter name is Understanding Government. So before we start the chapter, we will see what are the objectives of understanding government. To comprehend the meaning and significance of government, to learn about functions of government, to learn about the different types of government, to understand the process of people's participation in governance, to learn about the key functions of a democratic government, to learn about the need and importance of universal adult franchise. These are the objectives. So now let's start the chapter. First of all, we'll see what is government. The smooth functioning of any unit of society, whether large or small, requires a body or group of people who can make and implement various rules and principles that would help the unit to function in an organized manner. This body or group of people is called a government. Okay. So now we will see the functions of the government. A democratic government is said to be the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is formed by a group of people elected by the people and for the people who elected them to power. A democratic government has certain basic functions to fulfill. They are as follows. Now we will see one by one. First of all, we will see administration. It manages the day-to-day affairs like providing roads, railways, post and telecom services, public transport, street lightings, public facilities like park, school and libraries, and medical facilities. It maintains relations with other nations. So next we will see security. Government protects the state against attacks from other countries with its armed forces in land, air and water. Government also has to maintain law and order within the country with its police forces. The government also protects the rights and interests of the backward classes, irrespective of sex, caste, or religion. Next, we'll see economics. To ensure the economic security of the country, it controls the finance of the state, issues currencies, controls trade, and decides the economic policies for the state. Social security. What is social security? It takes care of the people by providing health care facilities and old age pension, preventing discrimination of disadvantaged groups, and ensuring equal opportunities to all. Environmental security. What is environmental security? It protects the natural environment of the state by taking steps against pollution and ensures that natural resources are exploited for the benefit of the people. It also takes necessary steps against natural calamities in the affected areas. So children, this is all about environmental security. Now turn the page. Next we will see forms of government. First of all, we will see monarchy. In a monarchy, the king or the queen is the head of the government. All powers rest with the monarch and he or she has the final say in running the country. The position of the monarch is hereditary, that is, the position passes from the king or the queen to one of their children. Next we'll see dictatorship. What is dictatorship? It is another form of government where a person or a small group rules without the collection approval of the people. The common people have no say in such a government. All powers lie with the ruling group of the or the dictator, who can rule as long as they are able to hold on to power. People have no freedom of expression under this system of governance. Adolf Hitler of Germany was one of the most notorious dictators in history. See children, this is a picture of Adolf Hitler. Next we will see democracy. What is democracy? Democracy is a form of government of the people, by the people and for the people. It is for the sake of the people who elected them to power. Decisions of the government must take into consideration interests of all groups in the state. Decisions have to be made collectively by all sections of the society. Democratic governments of our time are usually referred to as representative democracy, where people do not participate directly but choose their representatives through the election process. Okay. These representatives meet and take decisions for the entire population. Modern democratic government allows universal adult franchise. So next we will see kinds of democracy. How many types of or kinds of democracy? Democracy can be of two types. Okay. First of all is direct democracy and representative or indirect democracy. Direct democracy and indirect democracy. There is two types of or two kinds of democracy. In a direct democracy, what will happen? People participate in the decision making process directly by voting on all important issues. Direct democracy at present exists only in the cantons of Switzerland. Countries with huge populations such as India have representatives or indirect democracy. In India, we have indirect democracy. Here, people elect their representatives through the process of elections. These representatives form the government. Next, we will see key elements of a democratic government. A democracy has certain key elements which make it the most preferred form of government. These elements include participation, accountability, conflict resolution, and concern for equality and justice. Number 1, we will see universal adult franchise. What is universal adult franchise? In a democracy, there is a free and fair system of election for choosing representatives to the government. People participate in governance by electing the person who they feel understands their problems the best as their representative. See children, this is the picture. You can see a voter casting his vote on EVM. The right to vote is called franchise. What is franchise? Franchise means the right to vote. All citizens of India above 18 years of age have the right to vote. This is called universal adult franchise. And what is called universal adult franchise, children? Above 18 years of age have the right to vote, and this is called universal adult franchise. Children, you underline this sentence. A democracy is successful only when we all the citizens have the right to vote. There was a time when only the rich and educated were given this privilege. In the previous chapter, you have learned about prejudices and stereotypes, and that for many years, women and the poor were not given the right to vote in most countries. All governments are elected for fixed terms. In India, this term is 5 years. Once elected, the government can stay in power for that period. If they want to continue to be in power, then they have to be re-elected by the people. In this way, the power of the government gets limited by regular elections. So next we'll see accountability. What is accountability? Accountability, it means being responsible for one's action. Every citizen has the power to hold their elected representatives responsible if they are dishonest, inefficient, or irresponsible, or if their action violates the fundamental rights of the citizens. Thus, the elected representatives are answerable to the people who elected them. Moreover, there are independent bodies like the judiciary and commissions to take them to task and punish them. Citizens can register complaints or lodge cases against erring political leaders, however powerful they may be, in courts of law. So children, this much enough for today. You write down the important things in the civics copy and learn and read up to here. Accountability. Okay, and rest of this part we will discuss in my next video. Till then, thank you.